You already forgot what you're supposed to say. Okay, Linda, let's try this again. It's videoing now, right?
Yeah.
Oh! What do we do first? You said you want to pick the top two, correct?
Yeah.
Which variable would you like to eliminate? Z?
Yeah.
Okay. So in order to eliminate Z, what are we going to have to do?
Times 12 by 5. No, by 6.
Yeah. Good job. Wow. That's the first time I've heard it talk. Yeah, good job. Yeah, you multiply the bottom one by 6, right?
Yeah.
I just make a little note here, multiply by 6. So I'm going to leave the top one the same. 5x minus 4y minus 6z equals negative 19. Multiply the bottom one by 6. So negative 12x plus 12y plus 6z equals 30. Add them up. 5 and negative 12 is negative 7x. Negative 4 and 12 is 8y. 0, that's the whole point. That's good. It got eliminated. Negative 19 and 30 is 11. It's not my answer. I'm just kind of circling it so I can keep track of it. What's next?
You got to, yeah.
Pick two different ones.
Yeah.
And then do what?
Get rid of another.
Does it matter?
You have to get rid of Z again.
Yeah, get rid of Z again. I got 12. Remember, I multiplied this one by 6. So you have to multiply all of them by 6. All of the terms by 6. So if we pick two different ones, how about the middle and the bottom? I don't want to do the top and the bottom because then the numbers will get big. Let's just do these two.
Middle by negative 5.
So, and multiply the top by
Negative 5. By 5.
negative 5?
By 5.
If you do negative,
Oh yeah, 5.
yeah. If you do negative 5, they'll both be negative.
Yeah.
So 5 on that one. So I'll just write that on top. That'd be negative 10x plus 10y plus 5z equals 25. That one stays the same. Add them up. Negative 10 and 3 is negative 7x. Positive 10 minus 6 is positive 4y, 0, and 9. Right? Yeah, it's 9. So now we've eliminated z. Well, now it's just like, now it's an Algebra 1 problem. You have a system of equations with two variables. So, yeah, let's use these two and eliminate again. I see pretty easy. We could either eliminate the y or the x pretty easily. Just do negative 1, because then we'll have negative 7 and 7. Or you could do this one times negative 2, because then you'd have 8 and negative 8. It's your choice. I'll do, I don't know, negative 1. So this one times negative 1 is positive 7x minus 4y equals negative 9. Bring that one down, leave it the same. Negative 7x plus 8y equals 11. Add them up, that's 0. 4y equals 2. Well, divide by 4, boom, we got it. Y is 1/2. Right? And then, yep, now you just start working your way backwards, plugging stuff back in. So I go backwards and I go, okay, take one of these two. You know y is 1/2. Plug it in. I'll pick this one. I don't know. Negative 7x plus 4 times 1/2 equals 9. So negative 7x plus 2 equals 9. Minus 2. Negative 7x is 7 divided by negative 7. X equals negative 1. Yep. So now you know x and y. So you can go back, pick one of the originals, plug in x and y, solve for z.
Boom.
Which one looks easier?
Middle one.
Middle? Okay. Negative 2 times negative 1 plus 2y plus z. Oops, I forgot y is 1.
Plus 2 times a half.
2 times a half, not y. Y is a half, so 1/2 there. equals 5. So 2, negative 2 times negative 1 is positive 2. 2 times a half is 1 plus z equals 5. So that's 3 plus z equals 5. So z equals 2. And there it is. We got our 3 answers. Negative 1, a half, and 2.
So you just solve for y and then you pull your y.
Pick 2, do elimination. Pick a different 2, eliminate the same variable. Then take those 2, do elimination again. Then you can solve for one of them. Then you just take it, plug it back in. Are we going to graph?
Yeah, we're going to graph.
I don't know, we'll see. We might do 3D graphing next week.
Oh, this is
Oh.
3D?
Well, yeah, you have 3 variables. You have an x, a y, and a z. It'll be a 3D graph. But for now, we're going to do something, or we're going to use this to find an equation of a parabola. Now you might think you already know how to find the equation of a parabola. And you do. Right? Remember? Vertex. And then you do like x minus h plus k. Remember doing that? Plug in a point, solve for a. You do remember, stop behind.
I don't know what you're saying.
Remember finding the equation of a parabola? Like, here's the parabola. Oh, hey, the vertex is at negative 2, negative 3. So you'd go,
Oh.
yeah, so it's x plus 2 squared minus 3a. And then you had to pick a different point, plug it in for x and y, solve for a. Remember that?
Yeah.
That's one way to find the equation of a parabola.
Let's stick with it.
But to use this, we had to know the vertex. We had to plug it in for h and k. The way we're going to do it now, you don't have to know the vertex.
You just need a point.
You have to know points. So we're going to find the equation of a parabola using 3 points. So if I told you here, you got a parabola that goes through these 3 points. Yeah, 2, 5, negative 3, 35, and 4, 21. If we have 3 points, we can find the equation of that parabola. I don't know if any of those, one might be the vertex, I have no idea. It doesn't matter. Do you remember what this way of writing the equation was called? Graphing form or vertex form. We called it either one. Yeah. Is there another way to write the equation of a parabola?
Yeah.
Standard form. And that's like we did, when was that? Last week when we did the quadratic formula? ax squared plus bx plus c.
No.
Right? A, B, C, you had your numbers in front, you plug them in the quadrant. Okay. For now, we're going to focus on that. And all we got to do is plug these points, these coordinates, in for x and y. And what that'll do is it'll create a system of 3 equations with 3 variables. Watch. X and y, right? So if I plug this first one in, I would have 5, right, y equals a times x squared plus b times x plus c. Right? Well, I can rewrite that a little bit. Let's, we're in a room. Let's go down here. 2 squared is 4, and this is multiplication, right? So this is the same as 4a. Plus, this is multiplication, 2b plus c. I'm going to write the equals 5 over here. That's just personal preference, right? You can put it on either side. Only reason I'm doing it that way is because all of the ones we've done before, the equals has been on the right side. It doesn't matter. So there's one equation. I got that just by plugging that point in. Well, now you can do the same thing with each point, and you're going to have 3 equations and 3 variables. So here, y is 35 equals a times negative 3 squared plus b times negative 3 plus c. Yeah? Yeah? Now I'll just rewrite it a little different. So negative 3 squared is 9, so that's 9a. Minus 3b plus c equals 35. See where I'm going with this? It's just, instead of x, y, and z, we're going to have a, b, and c now. No big deal. Put x, y, and z if you want. And then one more. Y equals, so 21, that's y. A, x is 4 squared plus b times 4 plus c. 4 squared is 16, so that's 16a plus 4b plus c equals 21. Any questions so far? Make sense? Just plug them all in, simplify a little bit. Now what are you going to do with this, do you think? Yep, solve them. Solve it for A, B, and C. Once you have A, that's your number right there. Once you have B, that's your number there. Once you have C, that's your number there. And you have an equation of your parabola. The nice part about this, look at the C's. C is never multiplied by anything, so it'll always be C. So which is going to be the easiest one to eliminate first? C. Yeah. So we just